Welcome everyone, I'm Ricky from Tech Talk and this is the impressive Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. I really can't wait to get this unboxed and set up today for you, and it's a device that I'm really interested in, and especially because I want to actually switch and move away from iOS. I've had enough. It's the same old, it's boring, the devices don't really change. Samsung seem to offer a lot more with this range, and I'm looking forward to see what they can provide in the S10 Plus. So this year was a big year for Samsung, as it was for iPhone last year, as this is the 10th anniversary of the Samsung Galaxy S line, and this year's range seems to be full of features, full of specs, and just full of enjoyment from what I've seen previously. As you know, at MWC I got to see the device up close and I enjoyed it, and that's why I've gone and purchased one today. So my S10 Plus is 128GB and it has 8GB of RAM and is the Prism White, which seems to be one of the most popular colours around at the moment. So on the front here you've got S10 Plus, you've got a shimmer and shine one here, that just sort of shimmer and shine, as you can see there. On the side here we've got Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, if you can see that. Then coming around to the back, this is where we've got our information. So this is a dual SIM model as well, so that's really good. So when I'm traveling, which I am doing a lot more now, I can have a data SIM card in there that allows me to travel and use wherever I go, and then also my ordinary SIM, which is good. So on the back here, we can see loads of information that I want to go through for you. Again, you can see that 128GB, that's your storage. But when it comes to the screen size here, they've actually measured it in two different ways. So first of all is a rectangle, full rectangle, which is 6.4 or 163.5mm, or then they do the rounded corners as it has that sort of curved display, which is 6.3 inches or 159.9mm. So you have two different options there to look at, but basically it's a 6.4 inch display. Underneath that is a Quad HD dynamic AMOLED display, so it's going to look gorgeous, and people are saying it's absolutely amazing. And underneath that you've got your cameras, and there are 5 cameras on this device, 3 on the back and 2 on the front, and it has that new notch design as well, which we'll take a look at. Let's talk about the cameras, so bear with me with this. It's a super speed dual pixel 12 megapixel OIS, which is optic image stabilization, f1.5 to f2.4. This is where it automatically changes and you can see it move, plus an ultra wide 16 megapixel f2.2, plus another 12 megapixel optic image stabilization f1.4 dual pixel. Coming around to the front for your selfies, there's a 10 megapixel which is an f1.9, has autofocus, and then there's a 8 megapixel f2.2. So I'm looking forward to really delving in and taking loads of photographs, and there will be loads as well. Underneath that is a really important feature I've really liked. I was really annoyed when a lot of devices took away the fingerprint ability, as it was easier to use a face unlock or an iris unlock. It wasn't for me. I preferred the fingerprint. So now all of the latest devices are using an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. This is where it's built into the display and can record and recognize your fingerprint very quickly just over the top of the display. So I'm looking forward to testing that out. So underneath that you have 128GB of memory, 8GB of RAM, plus you can use a micro SD card up to 512GB, so you can add loads more storage on here if you so wish to. You have stereo speakers and earphones, all tuned by AKG, and we know how well they sound from the Tab device that I just recently reviewed. Underneath that is a new feature that we've previously seen on the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, but Samsung have called it the wireless Powershare. You can wirelessly charge another device by sitting it on top. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works compared to the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. Obviously, of course, it offers wireless charging, and you will need a wireless charging mat that is sold separately. So just going to take our lid off. You have our device sat on top, which I don't want to show you just yet. I want to leave that to the end. Underneath you've got a UK 3-pin plug here, so with that pop-up third pin as well, so just be careful. You've got a USB connection here. You do have a tool so you can transfer information from a previous device if you so wish to into a USB-C connection there. You have a USB-C to micro USB if you want to transfer from other devices as well. You have a charging cable which is USB-C to USB-A, and finally you have some Samsung Galaxy headphones here, again tuned by AKG, so they're going to sound really good, but because I'm getting the Samsung Galaxy buds, I'll most probably just leave these in the box. So there was a box hidden as well which has your SIM tool. Then also you're going to have your quick start guide, warranty card, so make sure you register your warranty as well, and then regional lock as well. Sometimes it's regional lock depending where you buy your device. So how to transfer content to your new Galaxy smartphone. So the information is there and it's up to you if you want to read that, but we all know how to use our device. So let's move this all out of the way and take a look at that Prism White. So I hope you are ready for this because I think this is one of the nicest colors that are available for the Samsung device. And they call this a Prism White, and the light shifts and changes whatever light you're looking at and whatever angle you're looking at as well. I actually really enjoy this color. When I got to see it at MWC, I was like, yes, that's the color I need. And it is absolutely beautiful from every different angle, and you can just see the light shimmer and changes depending what angle you're looking at as well. So that is really nice there. And along the back, that's where you can see your 3 cameras as well. If we come around to the front, you do see a little notch up there, but let's power our device on. So Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. This device uses Android 9.0 One UI, so it looks really different compared to TouchWiz, and it's really changed. It's made it very simple and very enjoyable to use. So to go through the setup phase, what I've done, I've gone into accessibility here, which is very impressive with the amount of settings that are actually inside here. So you have visual, you have different options, you have interaction options as well. But what I've done is turned on negative colors, so it gets rid of that white flicking light for you, so it makes it easier for me to read and then also easier for you to read and enjoy the video. So let's get started. So first of all, our first option here is getting us to read through our terms and conditions. It's saying, and obviously you have to agree to these to use the best possible features in the device. So this option now is saying to bring your old data for a quicker setup, and you can either do it wirelessly with a cable, or you can skip and set up as new, and I want to set up as new. I get then the best possible use out of this device. Then it's asking us to connect to Wi-Fi. So mine is this one, and then you're going to input your password. So that has said connected there and has turned blue, so that means we can continue. Now it's going to ask you to sign in with your Google account, and if you do not have one, you can then create one. This is where you get to use all the Google services and apps, as well as the Google Play Store, the Music Store, and get content as well from Google. It's best that you sign into an account. If you don't have one, just press create one. Again, we just have to agree to other information here. So protect your device. So you have loads of options here. You have face recognition, fingerprint, pattern, PIN, password, or not now. So we're going to say fingerprint, as it has the new ultrasonic in-screen fingerprint sensor. You will need to add a second option though, just for verification if the fingerprint sensor doesn't work. So you can add a pin in here. So it's saying here, this is where you need to place your thumb. So press a little harder. You'll feel a vibration and you'll see the fingerprint there being filled in. Now it's just asking you to manipulate your thumb and put it in different angles when you might hold it from the side. There we go, that's all set up. Now that's all set up, you can add another fingerprint if you so wish to. I'm just going to stick with one. Then you have Google services here that you can go through and keep ones on that you need and turn ones off that you don't need. So get recommended apps, so it's going to look for recommended apps for me, and it's also going to ask me to sign into my Samsung account, which I don't currently have the information at the moment. I'm just going to skip here. Then it's going to say all the things that we're going to actually miss, but I'm not going to miss it at the moment because I am actually going to sign in very soon. So we're all done. We're going to hit finish here. So now our device is all set up and it's all normal colors here. It looks absolutely stunning, and you get to see this new notch display up here in the top corner. If I bring it in a white background here, you can see it's very small anyway. It doesn't distract you at all. So when you come into landscape here, again, it's barely noticeable. Or if you wanted to, when you're watching content, if you actually turn this way and hold it here, you're actually going to cover it up and you're not going to be distracted from it either, which is a really good thing. Let's talk some key highlighting features and key selling points why you might get this device. So one of them being is the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. They've brought the fingerprint sensor round to the front and put it into the display, which makes it easy to use in my opinion. I prefer having a fingerprint sensor in the display. It makes it so easy and enjoyable. So if I put my thumb on, we can go straight home there. It's very quick as well. It's in a nice location. It's right here at the bottom. Some people are having issues where it says not found, but to be honest, I've been okay at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, again, it works. It's nice, quick, and very responsive, which is great to see here. And the display is absolutely amazing. I am falling in love with this display here from Samsung. I'm hardly noticing the notch either up the top here, but a lot of people are getting a little bit frustrated. I know even Samsung are getting frustrated with it, but it's fine for me. So that was one of the features. The other feature that you have on here is wireless power share. So this gives you the ability to share your power of your device. So with that massive 4,100 millionth hour battery, you can use wireless power share. So if we swipe down here and bring up all our widgets here in our choices, this one here is called wireless power share. So we're going to click this one, we're going to toggle it on. So now it is on. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to bring in another device that also had this feature, which was the Huawei Mate 20 Pro. Place this on top. Now you can see it begins to charge, which is a really good feature. So say you're out with a friend and their phone is losing battery quickly and they need to make an emergency call, place it on top of here, you can charge it up just enough and that they can use that service there as well to give their phone a charge instead of just using yours. Of course, this will take away from your battery, but because it is a large battery, you shouldn't have any issues. And you can see that's charging there. Simply remove, come around, then you can say cancel, and this will automatically dismiss that. And there you go. That was the wireless power share option on the S10 Plus. Again, another great feature to have and a good selling point as well. So there are loads of features on this device, but one other one that I just want to talk about is the camera. So with this camera, it has 3 lenses on the back here, and this gives you great different options for viewing stuff. So you have an ultra wide lens which is 123 degrees, and with some of the images that I have taken with this on an aeroplane is amazing, and I will show you in a upcoming camera test. But here you have options where you can actually widen your lens. So down here at the bottom you have 3 options here, and you can see it's wider and you can see more of my desk. You can go in and then you can go into greater detail as well. So I'm really looking forward to testing this out. And like I said, please watch out for a dedicated camera test as well, where I'll show you loads of images and videos that I've taken on this device when I've gone to Amsterdam. There's a couple of things that you may need to change in the settings as well. So what I want to do is if I go into settings here, there's a couple of things I want to change. So first of all is the screen resolution. So I want to make it the highest possible so my content looks absolutely amazing. Of course, this is going to have an effect with the battery, which is okay. The brightness level is set to auto brightness there, which is fine. The other option that I want to change is navigation here. So I want to use gesture control. So I'm going to turn this on here and we're going to use gesture control, making it easier. So I swipe up to go home, which is easy. Then swiping up will take you into your open applications here and we can clear all. So very simple gesture movements there that we know from other devices, just making it easier. And the One UI, which means all your information is lower down and things you need to tap are lower down and it's easier to use with one hand. The Samsung S10 Plus is all set up and ready to go. My first thoughts are it is a beautiful device. It really is. I'm looking forward to seeing what them cameras can do there on the back, as there are 3 on the back, 2 on the front. It is full of cameras and we should get some great shots. So if there is any dedicated videos that you would really like to see on the channel, please do let me know. Leave a comment and I'd be more than happy to try and film one. So we have a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, which was last year's generation, and I'm looking forward to comparing that with this one. We also have the iPhone XS Max, again we can compare with this one. We also have the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, again we can compare with this one. So loads of comparison videos coming up, especially with camera, battery, gaming, viewing content and enjoying content, and just a basic shootout about specs and reviews. So I'm looking forward to doing them videos a bit later on. I'm going to take this on my travels. I'm actually going on my travels very soon to multiple different places. So we'll take loads of photographs and you'll see loads of images on my Facebook page and on my Instagram, which is Tech Talk UK. So make sure you search out for that. In the description will be a link to Samsung UK where you can go along and still purchase this device. There is a little bit of delay for the Prism White as there is a little bit of a back order, but it is worth it. That is a beautiful device there. And I did get to see this early at NWC and I was really grateful, and it made my mind up to actually get one. I wasn't too sure to buy one or not, and that's why I have, and I'm looking forward to really testing it out and diving into this device. There will be a video as well a bit later on in the week with like my first day, my first week roundup of this device and what I have done and how I've changed it and changed it to my device, making it my device. As Android and One UI, you can really change and adjust this. Some of the great things I have seen is the actual wallpaper up here at the top. You can use them features there. So they've used Wally's eyes from Wally. There's Big Hero 6 as well being used. It's kind of cool. You can try and figure out some images and look. Thanks always for watching. Please give the video a like. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below if you want to talk to me about anything about the S10 Plus. It's always great to hear from you. For me, Ricky, I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.